scan mode. Scan mode is selected by the scan bits in the ADC CR1 register. This mode is used to scan a group of analog channels. That is, now let's say, as I have said, in the regular group I have configured the 5 channels. So it will scan all the group, whole in regular group. Once this bit is set, ADC scan all the channels selected in ADC underscore SQR register. That means in SQR is for the regular register. So it will scan all the channels for the regular group, and or it will scan all the channels for the injected group. So if scan mode is selected, then it will configure, or it will continuously scan all the channels of my regular group or of my injected group, and each conversion value is stored and is given in the ADC underscore data register. Okay, as here the converted data is always stored for all the channels. Okay, for all the channels is stored in ADC underscore data register. A single conversion is performed for each channel of the group. After each end of conversion, the next channel of the group is automatically converted. It is after channel 1 is configured, then comes to channel 2 if it is configured. If channel 2 is also converted, if channel 3 is configured, then come to channel 3 and converted. If the count bit is set, conversion does not stop at the last selected group channel but continues again from the first selected group channel. Count bit is set, that is if configured in a continuous conversion. So if configured in a continuous conversion and the scan mode is also enabled, so it will not stop at the channel 5, it will again start from the channel 1. So it will scan first, it will scan the regular group or a injected group, it will convert all those values of the channels, and then it will scan again, and then it will keep on doing again and again. And if this in this if my count bit, if configured mode is single conversion, then scan bit is okay. So yeah, now when using scan, if we are using the scan mode, so it means that we have configured more than one channel. That why only we want to scan all the channels of a particular group. So if we are using scan mode, then we have to use the DMA to get the data of all the converted channels. If we are not using scan mode, so that means we don't want to automatically convert the corresponding channels. Why so? Because we have configured only one channel. Okay, so if we are not using scan mode, so it means that we are configuring only one channel of our ADC peripheral. So it will, in that case, the only channel, one channel is configured, so it will directly send data to my data register and we can get the value. But if we are using the scan mode, so all the conversions of my channels configured will be stored in the data register, and in that case we have to use the DMA for getting the converted data of all the corresponding channels. Okay, and then this is the injected channel management. Injected channel management, as I have told you about the injected group, it's in a group that whose trigger event when we triggered, it will stop the regular channel conversion, and its number of channels configured in injected group will be converted first. So means it is like an interrupt. Say if channel 4 are configured for regular group or an injected group, 2 channels are configured. Okay, so I have just written a small summary here or paragraph where I have told you tell that thing only which I have told you just now. So during the channel conversion, the current conversion is reset and the injected channel sequence is converted in the scan once mode. That is, if a injected trigger event has occurred, so injected channel sequence, injected channel group channels will be converted in a scan once mode. Scan all the group channels of injected group at once, like only once. Then the regular group channel conversion is resumed again from the last interrupted regular conversion, and if a regular event occurs during injected conversion, it doesn't interrupt. That means after completing the injected group conversion, resume the regular channel conversion from where it is stopped. Okay, so this is the triggered injection, that is if the trigger of a injected group has occurred. Or we can also configure the injected group in auto injection. what will happen in auto injection? The injected group channels are automatically converted after the regular group channels only. Okay, so it means like in this case, after my whole regular channel is being converted from channel 1 to channel 5, all of them are converted, then my injected group conversion will start. So in the, and let's say if I have configured in injected group 4 channels, so we can we can have a sequence of 20 conversions in ADC peripheral. That is, we can at a single time convert all the ADC conversions and get their values. Okay, ADC channels. Okay, so in this mode, external triggered on injected channel must be disabled. Why so? Because if external trigger has occurred, then auto injection means that only that after my regular group, then my injected group occurs. Okay, so this is about this. And another mode is also very important, that is discontinuous mode. What happens in discontinuous mode, we will get to know about this in the later videos where we will understood this mode more deeply. Okay, another thing which is very important is this one, channel by channel programming sample time. So we can the sampling time of each channel, so as for depending upon the application or the module or the sensor or corresponding channel has been connected. Okay, and this is the formula for calculating it. T conversion is equals to sample time plus 12.5 seconds. We can have the sample time, we like this is the sample time, the table which we will get to know in when we will see the registers. Okay, so this is the important thing when configuring the sampling time. Okay, and here we can choose an external trigger for regular group or for injected group. So conversions can be triggered by an external trigger. If the external control bit is set, then the external events are able to trigger a conversion, and conversions on the both regular group also and an injected group also. Okay, so these are all the trigger events which we have. Okay, the ADC channel ADC1 and ADC2. In STM32 F103 we have ADC1 and ADC2. Two ADCs are present. Okay, we will be using this SW start software control bit. Okay, so we will be starting because it's a basic driver. Okay, so our start bit software control bit, on writing this bit as 1, our conversion will start. Okay, so this is the thing about the external trigger, and this is the DMA request. As I have told you, where if we are using the scan mode and we have configured more than one channel, then we have to use the DMA so as to get the converted data of our ADC channels and see and process. And these are the dual ADC mode. This is also not of a concern right now. We will be using ADC mode in independent mode only. So we will use ADC in independent mode, in which both our ADC1 and ADC2 are not dependent on each other and they both are working separately. So we will get to it in more detail when we will use the dual ADC mode and the different ADC conversions, more features. Okay, so now we will get to know to the ADC registers. So in the next video we will start with the registers. So I hope in this video you just get to know about the ADC peripheral overview of STM32 microcontrollers. We have covered the types of groups we have in the ADC peripheral, types of conversions we have ADC peripheral, and about its features of scan mode and when to use DMA and all such kind of things, and external trigger when we have external trigger and the other things. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next video we will get to know in detail about the registers of ADC peripheral, and we will understand that what does each bit and the corresponding registers means and which one to use for what thing. Okay, so I hope you guys like the video. If you have liked the video and get to know about something and feel that this video is valuable to you and added some kind of knowledge, so do subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell to get the updates for the new videos. For any doubts or for any queries, do let me know. You can mention them in the below comment section. Okay, so that's it for now. Like the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified for new videos, and share it with your friends.